Rockford Christian has a new head volleyball coach, and she's a familiar face to the local volleyball scene. Former Boylan and Penn State star Bryanna Weiskircher-Moore is back home teaching the sport to the next generation. Bryanna Weiskircher-Moore knows a thing or two about passing, as she sits in the top 10 in all-time assists at Penn State. Now she's set to pass on her love of the game to kids at Rockford Christian as the new head coach for the Royal Lions. She admits it took a little push from one of her club players to get her to go after her first head coaching job.
And I actually had a certain athlete bug me almost every single practice that she saw me and be like, "So, you gonna go apply for the job?" I talked with Devin, and we originally weren't planning on coaching in the fall since we had just moved back from coaching in Pennsylvania. But, it just felt like the right time and the right fit.
The Devin she refers to is her husband, Devin Moore. The two coached together in Pennsylvania before moving back to Bryanna's hometown.
We loved coaching together. It was so much fun, and it was just great to be able to be in the gym with him and share our love for the game and our love for teaching young athletes and helping them, be the greatest humans and volleyball players that they can be.
Rockford Christian has a lot of talent coming back next year. Volleyball in general around the Rockford area has grown immensely in the decades since Weiskircher dominated the Nick 10.
It's a game that I fell in love with at a young age, and there's so many girls now that are doing the exact same thing, falling in love with the game and pursuing it not only in high school but after high school and getting to see the opportunities that they have now.
When Bryanna was at Penn State, her coach, the legendary Russ Rose, had a feeling she had coaching in her future.
Actually, when I was at Penn State, we used to run a lot of camps and things, and from the get-go, Coach Rose was always like, "You're going to coach." And I'm like, okay.
She knows the ins and outs of volleyball, but Bryanna also plans on developing her players into young adults.
We're here to win and we're here to compete, but in the end, it's what kind of person are you? How do you make people feel? How reliable of a human being are you for these other people?
As she passes on those lessons, Bryanna Weiskircher-Moore plans on acing any test that comes her way while assisting the next generation in maximizing their talents. From the Nittany Lions to the Royal Lions, should be fun to see Bryanna guiding that group next fall.